Hi, this is JP from Northern over Arkham. Welcome to day 3 of our Lure of the Valley campaign playthrough. And last time we ended up our day in Spire. We got fatigued out, so that is why I didn't do any updates to my deck with the rewards I have already received. So first off, let's check the campaign log. We are at the Spire location and the path terrain is Thoroughfare. And if you noticed, we have an entry to read for the day 3, so it is 94.1. So we'll pick the campaign guide and see what's that all about. So 94.1. So world events, read 1. If you've completed biscuit delivery, you yawn as you wake up on the trail and then sniff the air curiously. Something smells delicious. You look around your campsite and see, sitting on a rock, a hearty grain loaf and a stack of delicate sweetbreads, still warm and steaming. Someone hiked by while you were asleep and left them for you. On the top of the loaf you find a note that says, "Thanks for delivering the biscuits to us. Enjoy breakfast." Each ranger gains 1 additional energy in an aspect of their choice for the first round. Okay, well that was the world event, so I think we will probably just want to get let's go full traversing the first round. Okay, so we are starting in Spire, and we have our path deck components. The Spire setup says that search the general set for a back alley shortcut and shuffle it into the path deck. We also have the Spire pivotal location cards. We have the Thoroughfare, and we also pick one moments in Spire card at random. Okay, we'll shuffle the path deck. I also need to put the weather card. We are still in perfect weather, so no bad weather for us yet. That it is coming, and downpour will start tomorrow, and there's another world event, so we have still this day to basically explore, and then we need to start doing the real stuff of this campaign basically. Okay, I think that's enough of that shuffling. We still need to shuffle the challenge deck. And we only have the intervention mission, which is the clear a caustic mulcher with damage or harm to advance, so that is our only mission at the moment. And I think I last time read the Spire entry, so I won't be reading the same entries again and again, so just to save some time. So that's that. Okay, so we did that. Then arrival setup, draw 1 path card. We find the back alley shortcut. So while your ranger token is on this feature, you cannot interact with humans. Awareness plus compasses discover a quicker way to your destination to move your ranger token to or remove it from this feature. Okay, well, let's see. So we actually need to read 212 from the Spire in Bloom booklet. Back alley shortcut. Enters play, go to 212.1. In between two buildings you spot a narrow alleyway. It's a more direct if somewhat less sociable route through the village that could save you a lot of time if you want to avoid the crowds. Clear this feature with a ranger token to travel instantly by a thoroughfare, or if the location progress threshold is met, to travel as if you were at any location within the village of Spire. Okay, so that's actually good, because now we are here in Spire. So if we want to get outside of Spire, we want to travel through here, because otherwise we need to go to Spire Crossing, Brookside or Silver Fin to get out of Spire. So that saves us a lot of time if we can do that. So that's good. I will draw our opening hand and flip this over. Also, there is an order. You should probably do the mulligan before you do any of that stuff, but I'm not that picky on the order. I'll usually do this and then just do the mulligan, so you can immediately start playing when you have done your mulligan. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Intention Translator, Masterwork, Curious a circuitous route, Pocketed Belt Pouch, Universal Power Cells. Okay, I think we have good cards to start with, so I think we will mulligan these three. Okay, favorite gear, boundary sensor and enthusiastic. That's great. I think that's a decent starting hand. And we still need to draw our path card for the round. Crowded thoroughfare. So this is a feature trail obstacle. While a ranger is injured, this feature loses obstacle. Okay, fit plus hearts notch your way through the crowd to exhaust this feature and add 1 progress to it. Okay. Well, okay, we are ready to begin, so let's get started. Okay, and I think first we will just play the Intention Translator. We will play the Pocketed Belt Pouch. Just put it here because now this takes only 1 slot, this takes only 1 slot, so I'm playing boundary sensors down also. So we have taken 3 slots now. We'll put our favorite gear here, and I'll put this universal power cell on this to get 3 more charges on it. That is most of our energy gone, just playing gear down. But we still have some cards to use, so I think we'll try to just traverse this crowd. We don't have any beings in play, so this effect on this card doesn't do much. And this difficulty is 2. Well, we'll use the boundary sensor. So our effort is 4 against 2. Well, good thing, -2, so we only do 2 progress. And no suns anywhere. So that was a bit of a bummer. But we at least didn't fail at the traverse test, so that's good. So there's, we only got 2 here. Okay, well, I think I'll look at the top path card. And I think that is our first turn done. Local townsfolk, friendly spirit and compass stroll 2 with the locals to add 1 progress to this being for every 2 efforts. Then add an equal amount of progress to the location. I could keep this because I have the intention translator in play. So I'm keeping it on top so we know what's coming. And that is everything. We don't have any more energy to do anything. So we'll just rest for this round. We'll regain our energy. We draw a card, intention translator. We don't want a second one in play. And we'll go to the next round. So we know that the card is the local townsfolk. And we might as well if there is another active human with progress on them, exhaust this being. If there is an active predator, exhaust it, add damage to, or harm to this being equal to that predator's presence. So those won't do anything. So I'm just going to traverse this to try and get rid of it. +1, that's great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is cleared. And bird of prey, nothing happens, nothing happens. We scout the top card of the path deck. Oh, it's Day's Ambitious Shaper. I think we'll want to talk with her. We probably can try to get a quest out of her. Or a mission, I mean. Okay, well, these are friendly, so we can just ignore them. We could just get her out this round. So we might as well do the action here. So awareness plus heart, search the bustling town of Spire 2 scout path cards equal to your effort, and then draw 1 path card. So we'll do that. So 3 versus 1, so -2. We'll scout 2 path cards. Scrounging Corvids. We'll put that underneath. Put that underneath, and we'll draw Day's Ambitious Shaper. And we read 59. Enters play. If you are on remove the claimer, reclaimers go to, no, we are not. So we'll go to, we haven't seen a person fly, so we go to 59.3. As you move along the path, you see a woman in the signature splendid attire of a shaper running along the trail, skipping with her arms outstretched. Every few steps she leads as high into the air as she can. You call out to her and she almost falls on her face. She straightens up, face flushed with embarrassment. What is it? You ask her what she's doing and she glares at you. I'm trying not to fall on my face, isn't it obvious? Clear days with progress to find out what she's really doing. Okay. So I'm committing this using the intention translator and this to connect with 3 against 1. And it is a 0. So we put 3 progress here. No sun triggers. Oh yeah, we forgot to remove 1 from here at the end of the last round. But this is cleared, so we can now read 59 again. $59.6. I'm trying to learn to fly, Days explains. You try to stifle a laugh, and her face flushes darker. I'm not joking. There are shapers in the monastery that know how to fly. I've trained with them for years, and everyone knows the story of the shaper who flew to plateau. She sighs. Oh, I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Master Cress always said that I wouldn't really learn to fly unless I cast myself into the empty air from a great height. He always had a flair for the dramatic, but I think he may be right. I've just never been able to fly fully commit and trust in my ability. She suddenly looks at you. You know what? I say it's now or never. Do you know the way to the plummet? Can you take me there so I can jump off? And Rangers choose. Sounds fun, let's do it. Or I don't know about this plan of yours. Okay, so we probably will get the helping hand mission and we need to go to the plummet. So the plummet is over here, and as we are here, we want to travel to the plummet, I think from Kobo's market. That is the shortest route, because the other route would take us to Greenbrier Knoll, and it is a long way around. So I think we'll backtrack to Kobo's market and go to the plummet from there. So it will be tracking from Spire to Kobo's market and then to the plummet. But first we'll need to get out of here by going from here. So I'm going to accept it because we're so early in the day, so why not? So sounds fun, let's do it. Discard all progress and attach the helping hand mission to Days. Okay, let's find the mission. So we have helping hand, so now Days is persistent, so when we travel she won't go away. Okay. And we only have these left, so I'm going to do some remembering. And we succeed, no sun effects. We got 2 cards. Oh, I think I'll keep the enthusiastic and put this underneath and draw this enthusiastic for next round. And that is everything we can do this round, so we'll rest and refresh everything. We draw versatile, so all of our personality cards are on top of our deck apparently. And we draw a new bad card. It is Ominous Skies, moment weather. Even among the carbon-forged buildings of Spire, the people of the village must still respect the power of nature. You watch people taking shelter as the weather worsens. If the weather is neither inclement nor hot, flip it. It is not inclement nor hot, so we'll flip it to the midday sun. But I'm not sure if we keep the clouds. Probably we will. I'm not going to start searching about if we lose that, but if you know, leave a comment down below so I know in the future if some effect flips the weather, for example, and there are tokens on it. Do the tokens keep on it or not if something doesn't say to remove them or whatever. It's only one token, so that's okay. Okay, Rangers choose. Take shelter. Discard 1 per Ranger progress from the location as you pause to take shelter. For each progress discarded this way, you may add 1 progress to a human or press forward. Add Ranger 1 per Ranger progress to the location. Resolve each challenge effect on the weather in an order of your choice. So I'm picking the other one because we can't pick the other one. Or we could, but it's no use. So we will add 1 progress to the location. Really, we'll need to do that and then do the discover here. So we'll need to get this progress so we can double travel basically out of Spire. So that's done, and we need to resolve each challenge effect on the weather in an order of your choice. There's only 1, so suffer 1 fatigue. Well, that's not that bad. Okay, so first off we will, well, just in case, I will see what's coming. Cultivated gardens, so we don't need to go there. So we're traversing the Spire. I think I'm good enough with this. So 0 if there is an active predator, if there is an active predator, so we get this sorted out. Nothing else happens. We will do this. I think we're good with this 3 plus 1. We move our Ranger token here, so we get to read the entry 212 again. Before that, I'll just shuffle these, because again nothing triggers. And Where did I put the... oh, it's over here. So 212. Back alley shortcut cleared is 212.2. You slip into the alley, leaving the sound of the bustling thoroughfare behind. You may immediately proceed to the travel phase of the round, even if there are ready cards with the obstacle keyword in play, and either travel via thoroughfare regardless of the location's progress threshold. If the location progress threshold is met, travel as if you were at any of the following locations: Spire, Spire's Crossing, Brookside, or Silverfin Docks. So I'm going to pick Spire Crossing so we can travel to Kobo's Market. And we will travel immediately. So that ends our turn. This goes away. This goes away. I'll keep days over here. Okay. So now, as we are traveling back to Kobo's Market, first off we will find Kobo's Market, and it is not a pivotal location and no point in reading it again. And we need to pick the valley set. This goes away, this goes away. So now we are traveling in the valley, so we'll pick the valley moments. Shuffle them and put the Spire location back here. And grab one moment from here. That one. Then we shuffle the valley deck. Pick 3 at random from here. And put this back. Also, we are traveling from Spire Crossing, so I think we are using the Lakeshore set. Okay, and shuffling the path deck, then we are ready to rest. And now, because we have a being tagging along, we need to always check if there is an entry we need to read with them in play, just in case, even if we have read the entry before, so just to check if there's an extra thing we need to read, because this specific being is traveling with us. Because sometimes some of these helping hand missions will trigger once you get to the location, as it did with Null, the spirit speaker. So, arrival. Lead Ranger search the bad deck for the next feature and put it into play. So Lutrinal Halt is a feature. So we read number 16, or at least check the entry. Kobo's Market. If Spirit Speaker Null is in play, if Kobo's Market is flooded, otherwise read. Okay, given Ren Kobo's Messipian heritage, it's not surprising that he set up his market next to a clear spring-fed lake. You see the market bathed in sunlight, bursting with wares of both inside and outside the valley. You hear the joyful chatter of bartering customers and merchants as you approach. Okay, well, we will try to fast travel through here. So we are resting. We draw the Mother's Invention. We gain back our energy. And we start the next round. Oh yeah, we add one cloud here. And Romping Lutrinal, Ambush. So Ambush causes us 1 fatigue based on this presence. And yeah, we need to deal with that. So Lutrinal Halt. Clear with progress. Shuffle a Romping Lutrinal in play into the path deck for each lure on this feature. So we could lure and then do this and then clear this to get rid of the Romping Lutrinal. So that sounds like a plan. But first, we'll evade this guy. I'll just use all these 3 energy from my awareness because nothing else to check or test with that energy this round. And it is a 0. We'll exhaust this. We unfortunately suffer 1 fatigue from the sun, but not this because this is exhausted. Then we will try to focus here to coax. We don't have any attachments, so I can just use this to try to do this. And 0, so we succeed. Yeah, I was reading that I can't do this because I don't have any quick food, but it is just to gain 1 effort for that. So we add 1 lure to this feature, so I'll just put this and exhaust this feature, search the pad deck and discard for a Romping Lutrinal and put it into play. So that sucks. So that is going to fatigue us again. This is proving to be a bit of a problem here. Okay, well, let's try to connect it with it, I guess. So we'll connect with this one. +1. We get 3 progress here. We get to suit 1 fatigue with our favorite gear. And we might as well try to clear this. So we suffer 1 fatigue from this. Okay, so we forgot to check this, but it didn't trigger. So 3 versus 2, 0. We clear this. So shuffle a romping lutrinal into the pad deck for each lure on this feature. So we'll shuffle this into the pad deck. And this goes away. And I might as well scout Carnivore's Naiad. I don't want to see that, so I'll bury it to the bottom. And we forgot to check this, so no birds of prey. If there is an active predator exhausted, add 1 harm to this being equal to that predator's presence. So unfortunately this but we at least didn't get an injury now. But we need to be careful so Days won't get too many injuries. Okay, we are out of energy, we need to rest. We draw another boundary sensor. And we gain back our resources or energy. And yeah, we'll draw a bad card. We don't know what's coming, but hopefully it's not that bad. Another romping lutrin, also another ambush, so that sucks. Okay, well, okay, this actually flipped with 3 clouds, which is helpful. But we really need to get to traversing, so I'll first try to avoid this one. We succeed. If there is another romping lutrin in play, it frolics among the reeds, move it within reach. Well, it is already within reach, so nothing happens. But then we will try to connect with this one. Again, I am using the favorite gear from the intention translator, and we will commit the versatile to this test. It is a 0. We clear this. We suit 1 fatigue. It is Masterworks. And if there is an active predator, there isn't, so nothing triggers. And we'll try to traverse here, and I'll use the last charge from the boundary sensor. I'll also commit the Masterwork. And enthusiastic. We really want to get the whole 4 this round. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 0. So we get 5 progress, which is enough for us to travel and get away from Kobo's Market to our destination. And Birds of Prey don't activate anything. And I will... I could haggle here, but I won't do that. I'll just try to remember. +1, we get to look at 3 cards. I'm going to pick the Phosphonic Headset, and we'll keep these, one of these on top. Withdraw the phosphonic headset. And that is almost everything. We'll scout the path deck. Doesn't matter, we are traveling. So we will travel to the plummet. And we are traveling along the lake shore, so you can just pick up, and this actually shuffled these two. So again, we will clear or do a new path deck. So we are traveling to Lakeshore. We will pick the plummet. So the Cobos Market goes away. Search for the plummet here. Here's the plummet. And we'll shuffle the valley cards into the valley set and pick 3 new cards at random. So as you can see, the true solo experience for the Rangers is quite snappy. You can travel many times a day. It doesn't take that much time. But of course, you have to be able to handle everything by yourself. So I think I prefer playing 2-player. It is just takes way too long to make videos, 2-player videos, or if I would be playing 2-handed or anything. So yeah, we pick 3 random from the valley set. Then we will pick a new moment, and even though I'm using the moments on the path and moments in the valley mini expansions, they are basically 1 card in true solo, 2 cards in 2-player, etc. So they don't make that big of an impact, but they at least vary the cards a bit, so you won't always be able to know what's coming. Okay. We read number 19. Number 19 is the plummet. If Day's ambitious shaper is in play, go to 19.1. You reach the lip of the plummet and you and Days stare over the sheer drop. She takes a deep breath and starts to pace back and forth along the edge. You hear her repeating quietly, "I am light as a feather, rising to the sun," over and over. You start to say something about there being a better way to test this, but suddenly Days hurls herself over the cliff. You dash to the edge to see her falling, then slowing, then gracefully gliding at the pace of a brisk walk. As she reaches the base of the plummet, she stops, rises back up, then settles softly to the ground. You can hear her whoop of victory echoing off the rocks. Gain the light as a feather reward card. Discard Days, return helping hand to the collection, record seen a person fly on the campaign tracker. Okay, so I'm pretty stoked I got this because I haven't received this reward before. So we record seen a person fly to our campaign tracker, and we get the light as a feather reward card. Okay, I'm actually going to immediately check what that card is. Can we even use it? Okay, so it's awareness, so we are able to take it. But unfortunately, it is a manifestation, so we could include it just for the icons, but we can't play manifestations because we are not shapers. So unfortunately, we got a pretty interesting reward. So it is 1 cost awareness. Choose any number of path cards within reach and shuffle them into the path deck, then draw 1 path card. So that is actually bonkers good. So you could just like clear the path with this, and well, then as I can also scout path cards, so I can know what's coming. Or of course they're shuffled, so not relevant. But yeah, I'm not a shaper, so I cannot use this. But at least we have received that reward. But we could change that into our deck because there are good icons on the card at least, which I'll probably do. So I'll remove some bad 1 symbol cards or something like that to replace that with. But yeah, we'll continue. So arrival, lead ranger draws 1 path card. Parental bond. So this is a new one, and it is an attachment condition. So we need to read 2-1-1 from the Spire in Bloom. Parental bond. As you come to a clearing, you find yourself face to face with an animal and its offspring. You will have to approach this situation with care. Parents are understandably protective of their young. Depending on your current terrain, attach parental bond to a copy of the corresponding parent and search the general set for its corresponding young, both listed below. If a copy of the corresponding parent is not in play, search the path deck and discard for 1. Put it into play, then attach parental bond to it. So we are in Lakeshore, so we have a romping lutrinal and a young lutrinal pup. Okay. So we have to search for a... Okay, there's a romping lutrinal, and it ambushes us again. That's annoying. So we attach this to it. I'm keeping it like so we can read it. And then we'll search the general deck for the young. And lutrinal pup is a nice kitty cat, or looks like a little kitty cat. Very adorable. So being young mammal, 1 harm, 5 progress. Okay, well, we need to... I'm just checking because this is along the way and this is within reach. But did they spawn to the same place or same area? Was there some... Yeah, it doesn't say. We'll have to put them into play where the symbols say. So it's basically guarding the lutrinal pup here. Okay, so the plummet. We need 5 progress to get out of here. Spirit plus triangles. Brace 3 yourself for a ride on the spider line system to move your ranger token to this location. Response when you travel. If all ranger tokens are on this location, you may travel to a location up to 2 paths away. Use the terrain of the second path when building the path deck. So I think that's our goal. We want to travel twice to get somewhere else, and I think because I have meta knowledge of the campaign, I will probably be traveling to either Kobos Market or maybe Laundry Station, but we'll see. We'll have to deal with all of this first. But yeah, we are resting, so we're ready. Everything we draw persuasive and regain our energy. And we draw a path card, and it is biting flies or biting flies. You feel a surprisingly painful bite on your neck, then the back of your hand, then your face. A buzzing fills your ears as a cloud of tiny biting flies begin to swarm you. If you see this card while scouting, we can skip that. Suffer 1 fatigue, then you may perform the following test. If you choose not to, resolve its fail effect. Fit plus Yin Yang SWAT. The infuriating insects to discard this moment. If you fail, shuffle it into the path deck. I think I'm just going to shuffle it into the path deck. So we take 1 fatigue and we shuffle it here. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my fitness to spot some flies. It probably won't come again, hopefully. Every time you say that in a game you have an encounter deck or a path deck or whatever, it is the next card you will draw. So I just cursed myself, but that is the way of these types of card games. Okay, I will play a Phosphonic Headset, and I will also play a new boundary sensor. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots used. Then I think we need to try and connect, or so let's see. Before harm would be added to a young if the attached being is ready, exhausted, and add harm to the attached being instead. Response after a young is cleared with harm, its parent slashes out. Ready, the attached being and each ranger suffers 1 injury. After a young is clear progress, add 4 progress to the attached being. Okay, so we want to avoid this, progress this, and go from there. Oh yeah, this is gone. Forgot that we removed her. Let's see. So I will avoid this guy. We succeed. Move this being to the same area as being with the parental bond attached, so it comes here. It's actually helpful to us. And we will connect with this. I'll use one from here. Let's see. +1. So we get 3 here and shoot 1 fatigue. So next round, and we added progress, so we actually get 1 more here. So we're annoyingly 1 away from advancing that. Okay, and let's scout 2 path cards, see what's coming. We don't want more romping lutrinals to ambush us. So I'll put that there. Okay, well, oh yeah, and if there is an active predator other than a romping lutrinal, exhaust it. So there isn't, so nothing happened. It is a bit too risky to try to traverse, because this is a tree. We only can get 2 effort this round. So I will actually try to remember just to find a compass or something. We succeed, so we get to check 2 cards. Okay, we get 1 compass. I'll put this underneath my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we can try and risk it. So I'm committing that to the test, this to the test. So we are 3 versus 3. Still risky, but if we take 1 damage, it's not game over. Unfortunately, we take 1 damage. Yeah, we take 1 damage. That sucks. Well, we lose those fatigue cards. Let's see what we lost. Walk with me, that sucks. Okay, nothing serious. Okay, well, it is what it is. Nothing else we can do this round. We will rest. Observant will gain energy back. And we'll get a card, which is the kelp. It is okay. Focus plus triangles wrap to the pungent leaves around the wound to add 1 harm to this feature and either heal 1 injury from a ranger or discard 2 injury from a being. So that's actually helpful. First off, we'll check the next path cards. And we don't want this carnivorous naiad, and these tidewater muckets are okay. But we'll try to remember and find more useful cards. -2, that sucks. And oh no. So yeah, we forgot to take at least 2 of those clouds away. So yeah, we failed. I'm just figuring out the order. So nothing happens up here, nothing happens here. This doesn't trigger, but this will. If the being with parental bond attached is active, exhausted, it protects its young, suffer 1 injury. So we have taken 2 injury now, and that sucks. and we used our focus, which we would have needed. So this day might end sooner than later because of this parental romping Lutrinol, but we are threatening the young, so hopefully we can resolve this. Okay, let's see. Well, we will connect with this. Actually, I will do the traverse first, and we could probably die to that. So if we search our deck for a gear, does any of our gear have no compasses on them? Or there is on the boundary center, but it is in play already. Okay. Oh, I should have committed the versatile here. Okay, well. Oh no, I haven't done a test. So I'm trying to clear this. So 2 versus 1. We'll go 3 versus 1 plus 1. We clear it. And we add 4 progress to this. And I'll try to search my deck for gear and add it to my hand. Yeah. I'll take the hiking staff. It is too risky. I will try it next round, so I'm going to just rest now. So we draw. Oh yeah, we suffer this as fatigue. We draw 1 card. And this flips. So it's looking bad to be able to travel. So we can draw this Tidewater Mucket. Could suit some fatigue with that, but we are basically we need to get rid of this. I think I will start by connecting with this, using the last from here. We succeed, we clear this. We suit 1 fatigue, circuitous route. We'll try to do this using the observant. Yeah, we'll see. So we we suffer 1 fatigue, but we heal 1 damage, and this takes damage. Okay, we have to risk it and try to travel. 0, that's enough. Yeah, we used, of course, this. So we add 3 progress here. We still need to travel next round to not get defeated. We probably won't be able to get our ranger token there. Okay, and not going to do anything else this round. We are just going to rest. We suffer 1 fatigue. And we draw our last card, so we need to travel this round, or we are out of energy, or we are fatigued again. And the midday sun might screw us over. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just fatigue out in this game if you try to optimize your day. Okay, I will do the scouting before we rest. So we don't want an obstacle and we don't want this, so both will stop us from doing what we want, so we'll put them underneath here. Okay, let's see. We are doing the resting, and we don't know what's coming, so this might end our day, but we'll see. Okay, it's Quisivos the Rascal. Fatiguing, friendly, persistent. So I have to check the fatiguing rule. Fatiguing. When you rest, if this card is ready and is in your player area within reach or along the way, you suffer fatigue. Okay, so I need to exhaust it before I rest, so I don't die. And that is an extra hurdle to get past. Oh well. So yeah, we will try to travel, not taking any fatigue from anywhere. I'm committing that and this, so we get a 0, no active predators, so nothing triggers, but we get 4 progress there, and we are able to travel. That's the main thing, but we still need to get this exhausted. So we are, let's check the top 2 cards for next round. Yeah, it doesn't matter, we are going to travel. So, well, this is the last check of the day. I'm going to just guarantee this succeeds, but unfortunately, if this is a sun, we are exhausted. God damn it. This exhaust, we suffer 1 fatigue, which will end the day. So we are unable to travel again at the end of the day, but that's what it is sometimes. But yeah, we end our day at the plummet. Unfortunately, we would have wanted to travel away from here because this is annoying, this 5 and 3 difficulty. But it is what it is. Stupid Quizzy was messing up my game. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's the end of the day, but that's Rangers for you. So, end of the day 3, we will mark that we have done that. Tomorrow is a downpour. Day 4 we'll start with the entry there, and we'll update our location, and we are using the lake shore. So we are at the plummet and lake shore. Okay, well, that was day 3 of the Lure of the Valley campaign. So join me next time for day 4, when the main story will basically kick off, and we'll know what we are facing or what troubles we are facing then. So hope you guys like this playthrough. Thanks for watching, and until next time.